News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
A new world record is set in Death Valley, and Valley Electric Association installs new meters in Mountain Falls. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Eunette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
From high to low, a pilot takes to the sky to set a record. It's Thursday, June 6th. I'm Eunette Gentry. Valley Electric Association Interim CEO Richard Peck explains why the co-op is currently installing new meters at homes in Mountain Falls.
There was a member that made some real strange comments about the accuracy of the meters. What happened when the subdivision was developed, we put in 320 amp services, and we did not put in the meter that would ever equate to the 320 amp. We put in meters for 200 amp service. So the meter technicians here spotting that flaw in our system are going around and replacing all these meters that literally do not meet or match up with the actual load of the disconnect on the outside. And so again, if the homeowner ever turned around and used the full capability of their individual service, we would have smoked those meters up in a New York moment. But so again, that's why they were all replaced to match up a 320 amp meter to a 320 amp meter base. So that's what's going on. Has nothing to do with accuracy.
A company named Dragonfly Tranquility spoke to the Board of County Commissioners recently to get approved for zoning concerning their nearly 5-acre property located on East Mance Road.
Discussion was had at the May 21st Board of County Commissioners meeting regarding a zone change application to change 4.80 acres from the general commercial zone to the rural homestead residential zone located at 1410 East Mance Road. This zone change application would be for hemp growing operations. During the motion, Commissioner Blundo expressed his issue with the matter. He says that it looks like it's starting to become spot zoning. He talks about how they would be putting hemp where it doesn't belong by turning the commercial zone into a residential zone. Commissioner Koenig addressed that he had the same concerns.
I also am getting tired of it. We're putting hemp. They sent me a map that shows there are 70 licensed hemp installations in my county. 70 licensed by the state. Several of those are on 1.2 acres. Where someone has a house, a garage, and they're going to grow hemp in their backyard.
So now
let me finish, then you can have it again. These are licensed by the state, and we have nothing to say about it. We don't even know they're doing it, and I have a problem with that.
Commissioner Wickman adds that hemp is under the authority of the Department of Agriculture and that we do not have anything in our ordinances at this time to control it, and that they have to follow their own rules until those rules are changed. Commissioner Cox also puts her piece in, stating just because the state gives these people a license or a permit does not mean they can put it just anywhere.
And I'm looking at this particular piece of property. I see several houses around it, or what appears to be houses around it. And I know how bad this smells, and I sure wouldn't want it across the street from me. So I think if these people are going to go to the state and get licensed or permitted, that they should then come back and make the proper, they should make the proper process for this.
Commissioner Strickland makes a comment for the public.
I don't know these people. I have no dog in this fight. I just know what my ordinances tell me to do. And we have been fighting diligently. We were on a phone call yesterday, Chairman and I were, with the Department of Agriculture. This is not something we're just turning a blind eye to. It is a concern. But this is not the time to start to get in the way of this particular industry. Thank you.
Before the vote, the chairman makes one final comment.
My
These people were
problem with
Southern
this.
California.
The people were here first.
Wait a minute. Time out. My problem with this is, we have discussed previously, because of the way zoning is set up right now, the only place you can grow hemp is on a residential property. And I have a big problem with that, but that's how it is today, okay? And we're talking about changing that to make it so you have to have a commercial piece of property to grow hemp on. Now, this property right now is zoned commercial. So even going forward, we would have nothing to say here. If the state gave them a license and we permitted them to grow on commercial, they could grow it here.
They could grow this if it was residential. Right?
If it was residential, right. If it was residential today and they had a house on it and they lived there, they could grow it without coming to us. So there we are. We're stuck with this stuff, and I'm not, like I said, not happy with it, but I can't justify saying no, and this can. I'm going to call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed say nay.
Nay.
3-2.
And today, we remember the 75th anniversary of D-Day, the Allied forces landing operation in Normandy, France, back on June 6, 1944, is easily the largest air, sea, and land invasion in history. More than 156,000 troops were deployed throughout the day from 5 infantry divisions and 3 airborne divisions. 133,000 of those men were sent to 5 beaches chosen by the military high command. Allied D-Day fatalities ranged from 5,000 to 12,000. German casualties on D-Day, meanwhile, have been estimated to be between 4,000 and 9,000 killed, wounded, or missing. The Allied forces also captured more than 200,000 German prisoners of war. Civilians also paid a heavy price. By the morning of June 7th, there were more than 3,000 dead in Normandy. And by September 1944, that death toll had risen to 20,000, and 150,000 were forced to flee their homes. And turning to international news, trade wars are expected to be the nation's bottom line. We go to Angela Miles for that and more.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the Fed's Beige Book reveals trade tensions could weigh on the economy. The Federal Reserve noted during its last meeting there's a slight improvement in the economic growth in the United States, with employment nationwide on the rise at a modest pace. The CEO of Walmart is blaming Congress for failing to pump up the minimum wage. Doug McMillon calls wages at $7.25 per hour too low. McMillon made the comment yesterday at Walmart's shareholder meeting. Senator Bernie Sanders was there. He pointed his finger at Walmart for not raising wages. Walmart's leader responds, the retailer has raised its starting wages by 50% in the last 4 years to $11 per hour and expanded benefits. The stock is up about 12% year to date. Walmart employees will soon sport updated vests with fabric made from recycled bottles.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back with information about how Metro needs your help searching for a missing teen.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department is reporting a missing teenager. 16-year-old Ricardo Gomez was last seen on May 15th. He's described as being 5'8", weighing 135 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. For more information, or if you would like to report a sighting, call 1-800-THE-LOST. And now turning back to news across the Silver State that might affect you. Here's Deanna O'Donnell.
Well, Nevada lawmakers have adjourned the 2019 legislative session. Lawmakers gave final approval to a 2-year, $27.5 billion state budget. The session ended with lawmakers and the first Democratic governor in decades pushing through expanded voting rights toughened gun laws and allowed state workers to collectively bargain. The legislature, with proudly the first overall female majority in the country, also rewrote the state's abortion rules, addressed women's health, sexual assault, and sexual misconduct. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs has launched its improved community care program as part of the Mission Act as of today, June 6th. Enrolled veterans across the nation will have access to an expanded urgent care benefit, providing more options on when and where to receive timely care. In Southern Nevada, this includes the addition of approximately 25 contracted in-network community clinics where eligible veterans will be able to access urgent care without prior authorization for treatment of non-emergent minor injuries and illnesses, such as colds, sore throats, and minor skin infections. Veterans can now use the VA's provider locator on va.gov to find all available urgent care facilities in VA's contracted network of community providers. Beginning in July, the day of the month on which Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, benefits are issued in Nevada is changing for most of the state's 400,000 recipients. The Division of Welfare and Supportive Services will spread out the issue date to the first 10 days of the month, determined by the last digit of the recipient's birth year. For example, if the recipient's birth year is 1979, he or she will receive benefits on the 5th of the month. Currently, SNAP benefits in Nevada are issued on the first day of the month. Come July, that's going to change. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thanks so much, Deanna. Well, the National Aeronautic Association has recorded a flight that has beat the prior speed record. Officials say this flight hopes to raise awareness on the importance of our natural resources. Taking the Colorado pilot, who also is an attorney, traveled over 17 wilderness areas, 5 national forests, 3 national parks, 2 national recreation areas, 2 Indian reservations, 1 national wildlife refuge, and 5 state parks. And that pilot says these natural resources are vital for jobs, communities, the economy, and our nation.
On June 1st, Colorado pilot Ken Holsinger broke the world speed record for the fastest flight time in category between the highest airport in North America and the lowest. Holsinger traveled approximately 528 miles from Lake County Airport in Leadville, Colorado, to Furnace Creek Airport in Death Valley, California, in approximately 3 hours and 13 minutes. During the flight, Holsinger says that winds, snow showers, equipment issues, and trouble connecting with air traffic control threatened to spoil the record attempt. Due to poor radar coverage, Holsinger established contact with air traffic control over Death Valley with less than a minute to spare. He had to climb 17,500 feet before a solid connection was established. Descending to land at 210 feet below sea level took 20 minutes. The existing record of 147.54 miles per hour, which is the average speed, was set on June 27, 1995. Holsinger beat the record by nearly 30 minutes in a Lancar Sport ES airplane powered by a 310 horsepower piston engine. His speed was approximately 164 miles per hour.
All right, we'll be right back here at KPVM, where we like to say that stands for keeping Pahrump and our area viewers in mind.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Well, here's today's tech tip with Josh Osborne telling you how to use your task manager on your personal computer.
Reporting from my man cave, it's Josh from Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial. Task Manager Part 2. Wouldn't it be awesome if there was a program that showed us what parts of our computer were running slow? Well, there is. Go to your Start menu, right-click, not left-click like you normally would, and choose Task Manager. In Task Manager, click on the tab called Performance, and we're presented with basically the heart rate monitor of our computer. CPU is our computer's brain, memory is our computer's RAM, disk is our computer's hard drive, and GPU is our computer's graphics card. By better monitoring these levels, we can find out exactly where the hang-up is and work to a resolution.
Still need help? Come to our store where you'll find low prices and friendly faces. We're located at 1190 East Highway 372, or call us at 775-990-8833.
Thanks, Josh. And News 25 spoke to the owner of Java Junkies Coffee Shop, Chris Sue, who's begun what he hopes is an annual diaper run to help locals in need.
We had an amazing turnout for our first bike run. We had over 60 bikers show up at Java Junkies this morning. It was amazing. The pile of diapers and wipes was phenomenal.
And the pile of diapers and wipes are for what?
For first choice pregnancy. So we're going to split up the funds after we calculate everything in a couple of days, and they're going to go to No to Abuse and first choice pregnancy. We went from Java Junkies, then we took the long way back to Shoshone, Margosa to the hub. From the hub we went to Miss Kathy's Short Branch Saloon in Crystal. Then we went to the Hideaway, and we ended up here at Coyote's Den. Ron Chase came out, auctioned off a few things. I actually won some nice presents, which is great. Some things that I really wanted, a windshield for the bike and a bike cover. It was great. It was an amazing day.
So who do you have playing on stage right now?
We have the amazing band, Three Blind Mice. This is a great location. This is our first annual. So we're looking forward to next year after we get some more work done in the parking lot. It's going to be an even bigger event. So we're hoping to have double or triple the attendees that we had this year. But not bad for a first run.
Right, definitely. And how many entrants do you think you had total?
We had over 60.
So it all started with coffee this morning at your location right up in 372. You have 3 locations now for Java Junkies. If people want to find out more about that, they want to find out about the bike run, how they do that.
Facebook.com/Java Junkies NV, or find me, Chris Sue, on Facebook.
Well, it's our first bike event like this, and I really love the First Choice Pregnancy Center. I think that they offer a lot of different options for young women or older women who are pregnant with babies and can be able to keep them, but they counsel them every way that they can. And it's just incredible, and it's awesome to see the support for them.
So this is something that you get involved in. I know that you have had a couple other fundraisers down here, right?
Yes, we've had quite a few. This is by far my favorite. I love this charity.
Yeah.
We've done the animal ones and things like that, but it seems like there's just a ton of animal stuff, but not very much for this that I've seen.
Well, we're looking forward to having another run in September, another diaper run, so anybody that wants to come and help us with that, we would sure appreciate that. That's another diaper run. We have karaoke on Friday and Saturday night, and then Tuesday we have free bingo. Big Dick's Pizza is here with us. They're a great supporter to everything that we do. We have great bartenders. We have great specials all week long. Tuesday we have free bingo from 6 to 7 every night on Tuesday. Actually, anybody can book an event. They can stop by the Coyote's Den and talk to me personally, or call me at Coyote's Den number. Address is 3971 East Kellogg, and our number is 775-727-5233.
Well, if you love medieval times or always wanted to be a knight, you can join the Canton of Artesia in Pahrump and be a part of the Adrian Empire. You can compete in an archery event or fight with a sword. And there are opportunities to learn about the arts, enjoy a potluck, meet new friends, and have lots of fun. It's all happening this Sunday from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at 821 Plitz Road. For more information, call 775-292-9305.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look outside at our current weather conditions through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam. Look at that beautiful shot of the sky. Yes, we have scattered clouds and those winds are picking up, so hold on to your hats out there and stay tuned for our weather forecast when we return.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada, The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue with today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we're cracking those 100-degree temperatures with a high of 101 and a low of 77. In Death Valley, we're getting pretty high up there at 113 degrees and a low of 81. In Amargosa, we're going to see a high of 99 and a low of 70. 96, 63 in Beatty, 84, 51 in Goldsfield, 82, 50 in Tonopah. In Carson City, a high of 80 and a low of 48. Fernley and Fallon, both with lows of 49 degrees, but a high of 85 in Fernley and 89 in Fallon. Now today in Pahrump, we're seeing partly cloudy skies, a high of 97 degrees. Winds coming out that south-southwest at 15 miles per hour. Humidity at 16%, and our sunrise at 5:26 a.m. For tonight, still with those partly cloudy skies, where it's currently 96 degrees outside. A low of 72 degrees. Winds coming out the south-southeast at 13 miles per hour. Humidity at 24%, and our sunset at 5:58 tonight. And looking ahead to our 7-day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're seeing some sunny skies, but next Monday, some clouds are going to start coming in just a little bit, and we're going to clear up once again next Thursday. Temperature-wise, Friday through Monday, we're going to be hanging out in those 90-degree temperatures. We're going to be as low as 91 on Saturday and as high as 98 on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be up in those low hundreds, just at 101 and 102 degrees. And next Thursday, we're going to drop down just a little bit to 98. For our overnights, Friday through Sunday, we're going to be hanging out at 64 degrees and 68 degrees. Monday through Wednesday, we're going to climb up just a little bit to those low 70s, just around 72 and 74 degrees. And next Thursday, we're going to drop down just a little bit to 69 degrees. So now if you can't make it home to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news every night at 5, even if you're on the go. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Dennis.
Thanks, Margaret. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry. Good night.